A staple of my childhood was running home from the school bus to catch an episode of Saved by the Bell, a show that went from 1989 to 1993, which is kind of astonishing because it felt way longer than that. The power of syndication. Anywho, what is the cast up to today? Well, let's find out. Let's start with Leanna Creel as Tori Scott. Even though Tori was only on for half a season, she earns a spot on the OG list.
Let me explain something. I'm Zack Morris.
Should I be impressed?
After Saved by the Bell, Leanna acted sparingly and guest starring on shows like One West Waikiki and in films like Freeway in 1996 and The Cell in 2000. She also was able to pursue academics at UCLA, where she earned a BA in history and an MFA in film and television. For a little side note, while researching this video, I found out that Leanna has sisters that are identical triplets. How that was never written into an episode of Saved by the Bell, I will never know. Can you imagine 3 Tori Scotts? Such a wasted opportunity for practical effects. Pivoting behind the camera, she produced her first film in 1997, which was Mixed Signals. Then she co-founded Ignite Entertainment in 1998, then later launched Creel Studios, a Los Angeles-based production company focusing on food, travel, lifestyle content, and documentary work.
We bad! We knew it! You cheated! You blew it!
You know, I'm gonna say it. I like Tori in Saved by the Bell, and I will always be bummed that there was never a storyline written with a love triangle between her and Kelly fighting over Zack. And yes, I know, Tiffany had already moved on from Saved by the Bell, but you know what? I can still dream. Today, Leanna lives in Hollywood with her wife and 2 sons, balancing family life with her thriving creative ventures. Next up, Lark Voorhies as Lisa Turtle. After the show, she transitioned into daytime television, playing Wendy Reardon on Days of Our Lives in 1993 and Jasmine Malone on The Bold and the Beautiful in 1995, and returning in 2004. From 1997 to 1999, she had a recurring role as Mercedes Langford in The House alongside LL Cool J.
It's just that tomorrow I have a fitting at Chanel, tea at the Four Seasons, and a Young Republicans meeting. I just don't want my car smelling like the perfume counter at Target.
In the 2000s, she did step back, later appearing in Robot Chicken in 2008 and direct-to-video Christian films like Measure of Faith, Jessica's Journey, and Little Creeps. She also explored writing, publishing 3 self-written books, Reciprocity, Trek of the Cheshire, and True Light.
The cheerleading squad to help. P-A-R-T-Y. Add Screeches.
Girl, you have got to get a life.
Initially, Lark was actually overlooked for the reboot Saved by the Bell. Voorhies later appeared in 3 episodes, returning as a successful fashion entrepreneur. Sadly, Lark was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder in 2015 and did not publicly reveal it until 2020. Today, she keeps a lower profile, engaging with fans at conventions and advocating for mental health awareness rather than pursuing major acting roles. As the series went on, I actually became a huge Lisa Turtle fan. She had some of the best one-liners and comebacks.
You tell him, honey.
Next up, Elizabeth Berkeley as Jessie Spano. After the show, Elizabeth boldly broke from teen roles with a controversial NC-17 movie, Showgirls, in 1995. A strong coming-of-age movie for a 10-year-old Ryan.
Nice dress.
Thanks. It's a Versace.
It's Versace.
Showgirls was actually a huge flop, but was later embraced as a cult classic, with Berkeley actually expressing gratitude for its later reception. After Showgirls, she secured supporting roles in films like First Wives Club as Phoebe, Any Given Sunday as Mandy Murphy, and played Jill in Woody Allen's The Curse of the Jade Scorpion. She also guest starred on many TV series including NYPD Blue, CSI Miami, The L Word, and New Girl. And if I have any anime fans out there, I'm a big one, I actually did not know that Elizabeth Berkeley was the voice of Armitage in Armitage 3 Polymatrix.
Get your hands up! Did you have a nice trip?
I guess you just learn something new every day. Beyond screen work, Berkeley returned to the theater, earning acclaim for her West End and Broadway roles. In 2008, she competed on Dancing with the Stars, and in 2020, she actually reprised Jessie as a guidance counselor and producer on Peacock's Saved by the Bell reboot.
I am a catch. I'm smart. I'm hot. Mark Wahlberg once hit on me at the club. It was Sam's Club. It was Donnie Wahlberg. But I'm honest.
The last thing I saw Elizabeth on was actually the final season of Cobra Kai, where she had a guest role and played Winnie. I always loved the banter and bickering between Jessie and Slater in the series, and I'm sure she got you, just like she got me, so excited. Moving on to Tiffany Amber Thiessen as Kelly Kapowski. After rising to fame as every teenage boy's wet dream Kelly Kapowski,
Because there's a 50% chance of rain tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, she's in a bathing suit.
Tiffany Theon seamlessly transitioned into adult television roles. She played the complicated Valerie Malone on Beverly Hills 90210 in 1994, then later gained acclaim as Elizabeth Burke in USA's White Collar in 2009. After becoming a mother, Tiffany hosted a cooking channel, Dinner at Tiffany's in 2015, and has since become a culinary personality, publishing 2 cookbooks, including Pull Up a Chair, and launching MTV's food clip show Deliciousness.
I've had ducks before. I know what they eat. What? A box of Quackers.
In 2018, she embraced a family sitcom role as Lori Mendoza on Netflix Alex and Kate, which earned her a Daytime Emmy nomination. Tiffany reprised her role as Kelly Kapowski in 3 episodes of the reboot of Saved by the Bell in 2020, and actually contributed as an executive producer. I think it's safe to say that Tiffany was stunning as Kelly Kapowski in the 90s, and you know what? She is still stunning today.
I love you.
All right, let's move on to the men now. First up is Ed Alonzo as Max. That's right, you didn't think I'd include Max, did you? But I did, and you're welcome. After charming viewers as Max, the magic-loving owner of the Max.
So where's the magic, Max?
Oh, it's, voila!
Ed Alonzo smoothly transitioned from sitcom sidekick to full-time entertainment force, leveraging his comic flair and sleight of hand into a vibrant career as one of America's premier comedian magicians. Ed didn't leave television entirely. He did guest star in a few shows like Full House, Murphy Brown, How I Met Your Mother, and Modern Family. Ed actually became known for designing illusions for mega pop stars, creating effects for Britney Spears' 2009 Circus Tour, engineering magic for Michael Jackson's This Is It rehearsals, and collaborating with stars like Katy Perry and David Blaine. In fact, Ed has actually received multiple Academy of Magic Arts awards. Ed even reprised his role as Max in the reboot of Saved by the Bell in 2020, bringing nostalgic magic back to Bayside High.
There, order cheese on mine. Take a look in your pocket. Does this place ever stop being weird?
Today, Ed continues to tour internationally with his comedy magic act, headlining live shows worldwide and regularly bringing his Misfits of Magic persona to television and live audiences everywhere. For many of us, he will always be the goofy, magical owner of the Max. Moving on to Dennis Haskins as Principal Richard Belding. Dennis continued his role into the spin-off Saved by the Bell, The New Class, and remained active in the entertainment industry.
Hey, what is going on here?
He guest starred on shows like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Mad Men, How I Met Your Mother, and New Girl. He also appeared in Seth MacFarlane's A Million Ways to Die in the West as the snake oil salesman.
Can I interest you in a miracle cure? I have only the finest healing tonics and elixirs procured from the farthest corners of the globe.
Dennis even kind of reprised his principal role in Khalid's music video, Young, Dumb, and Broke. While I've yet to watch the actual reboot of Saved by the Bell in 2020, during my research I was a little surprised that Dennis was actually not included for a guest spot or role on Saved by the Bell. Dennis Haskins was a great, fun principal with one of the best 90s laughs ever.
I'm sorry I had to heckle you.
It's such a dumb laugh, but it still gets me. Next up, Dustin Diamond as Samuel Screech Powers. Dustin found a lot of fame as the lovable nerd Samuel Screech Powers, but after Saved by the Bell had ended in 1992, Dustin actually continued the role into the college years and the New Class through 2000.
All right, you scumbucket. Replace those phony rings with real ones, or else... Whoa!
After the franchise, he pursued stand-up comedy and appeared intermittently in low-budget films like Dickie Roberts' Former Child Star and American Pie Presents The Book of Love. as well as many reality TV shows including Celebrity Fit Club, Celebrity Boxing 2, The Weakest Link, and Celebrity Big Brother. Dustin sadly faced major typecasting and financial strain. He actually would come back into the spotlight and would be known for 3 major things: selling "I paid $15 to save Screech's house" t-shirts, releasing a sex tape which he starred and directed himself, but then was later discovered that he may have used a stunt person or stunt worker, and releasing a controversial tell-all book, Behind the Bell, in 2009, which was later found out to be over-embellished and ghostwritten. Dustin encountered further setbacks, including a 2015 jail sentence following a bar altercation. Sadly, in 2021, Dustin lost his battle with stage 4 lung cancer, and it claimed his life at the young age of 44. All I want to say is, thanks for the laughs, buddy.
He was so funny.
Yeah. To Screech.
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 Moving on to the hunky Mario Lopez as AC Slater. Mario skyrocketed fame as the charismatic jock AC Slater on Saved by the Bell. With those muscles, those dimples, and that smile, it's easy to see why. Am I right, ladies?
What does this tell you?
After many Saved by the Bell series, he had a lead in the action drama Pacific Blue in 1998 as Officer Bobby Cruz, then portrayed Christian Ramirez on The Bold and the Beautiful in 2006. Also in 2006, Mario appeared as Dr. Mike on the highly talked about Nip Tuck.
And none other than AC Slater on the sticks. Smooth AC, real smooth.
While Mario had many acting roles after 2006, he transitioned into unscripted television. Lopez became a staple host and correspondent, supporting roles on Extra, America's Best Dance Crew, The X Factor, and later Access Hollywood, where he still is today and even earned 2 daytime Emmys. Sorry to do this, but I'm gonna crush some hearts out there. Mario did marry in 2008 to Broadway dancer Courtney Mazza. In 2020, he did return to Bayside, once again playing AC Slater in the reboot of Saved by the Bell. Mario is a busy man. I see him on the television, I hear him on the radio here in Southern California, and he even has his own tequila called Casa Mexico. Mr. Lopez, if you end up ever watching this video and you wanna, give me a little thank you back, I would not mind sampling, about 5 bottles of your delicious tequila. While Mario has a very accomplished career, he will always be AC Slater to all of us. And you know what? I think he's actually fine with that. Also, is it just me, or do you feel like Mario Lopez should be on the list of celebrities that just don't age, like Paul Rudd and John Stamos? That man literally hit the genetic lottery. Moving on to everybody's favorite male blonde bombshell, Mark Paul Gosler as Zack Morris.
Every 16-year-old guy dreams about 2 things. That's one.
After Saved by the Bell ended in 1993 and Saved by the Bell The College Years ended in 1994, Mark Paul immediately set out to reshape his image, taking on a string of varied roles before finally establishing himself as a serious actor.
See what happens when you don't cut school? You get in trouble.
He starred in the short-lived series Hyperion Bay in 1998 as Dennis Sweeney. And yes, there is more than one Sweeney out there, but I can see how you remember this over this. And in 2000, Mark played Pete on DC before landing a breakthrough role as Detective John Clark Jr. on NYPD Blue. He then led TNT's Rising Bar in 2008 as Public Defender Jerry Kellerman, followed by the legal dramedy Franklin and Bash in 2011 as Peter Bash. Mark Paul even guest starred in shows like Law & Order SVU. Sorry to crush your hearts again, but yeah, Mark is married to his second wife, Katrina McGinn. In 2016, he co-starred as Pitch as Padres catcher Mike Lawson, and then in Mixed-ish in 2019 as Paul Johnson. Mark Paul later revisited Zack Morris in the reboot of Saved by the Bell in 2020. And of course, he's looking just as good as ever as an older Zack Morris.
Everyone can call me Zack. And I'll be calling you Champ or Slick, because I want to learn names.
Recently, he's actually taken on darker roles, including a chilling turn on NBC's thriller Found, which premiered in 2024, as the enigmatic sir. I've also been told while making this video and doing some research online that Mark Paul does have a podcast called Zack to the Future, which at the time of this video does have 50 episodes released, but it hasn't been updated since 2021. For many young women out there, Mark Paul Gosler as Zack Morris was your first crush. And you know what? I totally understand that. And it's funny, because the man is still crushing hearts today.
Hey, Screech, this is great.
Now you may be asking, what about all the other side characters in the Saved by the Bell universe, like Mr. Tuttle, Leon Carosi, and some of the nerds? And you know what? I want to make that video too, but you have to make it happen. Go down below, hit like, leave me a comment letting me know you want to see that video, and if I won you over with this type of content, hit that subscribe button. I also have another video coming out really soon on Saved by the Bell with hidden facts and secrets that you probably never knew about the series. So again, hit that sub button. But if you're thirsty for more of me and my awesome content, you can check out a couple of videos over to the side and binge more of me. I'll catch you on those videos and I'll see you later. Take care. And of course, peace.